Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coding with Carl. We have reached episode 20 of the show, of the Zero to Android show. The show where we wrestle with Java and Android development in the hopes that one day we will have an application that we can be proud of, install it on our phones and use on a day-to-day basis. Now, we had a lot of success this week. We've managed to get to the point where we have this swipe action layout where we can swipe through the days. We can take a slot of time in a day. We can add a goal to it, so code hard, or add a task, should I say, and then assign it to a goal. For example, learn Java, and it will appear in the list. There we go. This puts us in an interesting position because it's the first time in a few days that we've had the choice, really, of where to go next. And there are a few things in the application at the moment that I'm not quite happy with, and I think it would make me feel a lot better today if we just spent some time just improving, just generally improving the user experience. That's the word I'm going to use. Yeah, user experience. And yeah, so I've made a note of a few things that I'd like to address. First of all is when we come onto the planner for today, we don't want it to start at midnight, do we? I mean, most people are either asleep at midnight or they're winding down for the evening. So it's not, generally, it's not the time where people are going to be focused on goal attainment. So what I'd like to do, if possible, is either scroll the list view to 7 AM, for example, by default, or if it's today, jump to where we are at right now, which would be the current, where we fall, which slot we fall into as of now. So right now the app would be here at 7:30. No, it wouldn't. It would be at 19:30, wouldn't it? As you see, there's quite a distance there that I'd like to kind of bridge. It would also be nice if the current hour or the slot that we fell into right now was highlighted in some way so that we could quickly identify where we are. Yeah, and then when we jump to another day, maybe it just kind of stays at 7 AM and you can go back if you want. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's what I'd like to do today. So let's have a think about this. Of course, the other thing I want to do is this application. Now, we've been working on it for 19 hours. And eventually this will be an app that will be available to download in the App Store. And as such, it needs a name. And Focus App is about the most generic name for an application I've ever heard, and there's probably already 10 million others with that name on the App Store. So I was reading something the other day, and there's a popular notion that if you spend 10,000 hours doing anything, you are an expert, and it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert, right? So then I started thinking about, okay. So it'd be cool if eventually this app could track your progress towards 10,000 hours applied to a certain goal. So then I thought, well, what if the app was called 10K? I thought, well, that sounds pretty cool, right? But not satisfied with that, I decided that it should be spelled like this. 10K. And hopefully that is not a swear word or offensive in any way to any culture around the world, and I'm sure it will be. But to the best of my knowledge, it is not an offensive word in the English-speaking countries, and definitely to the people that would be watching this stream. If it is, please let me know. But I kind of like that, 10K. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't know whether this should be lowercase. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But first things first, how do we rename this application? Well, I don't know. So I'm going to go digging around and see if I can find out how we do this. Rename. Can we rename the whole application? this seems very dangerous, right? 10K. Can't rename root module. Not off to a great start. Can we find, I don't know, project settings, module settings, project, adds authentication, modules app. So this, the SDK version, build tools version, signing, build types, dependencies. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Close projects. Project structure, other settings, default project structure. Settings. There must be some kind of project. Okay, so that's about as much time as I'm willing to spend exploring. Google is the next stop. How to rename Android app in Android Studio. Change project name on Android Studio. Good old Stack Overflow to the rescue every single time. Want to change for the Android app. Okay, so the answer, this did the trick for me. Close Android Studio. Change the project root directory name. Open Android Studio. Open the project. Clean project. In your settings.gradle contain the... Okay, so let's try it. We're going to close Android Studio. We are going to, if I can remember where it is. Yeah, let's just open it again so that I actually know the file path of this project. Android Studio project. Focus app. There we are. Rename 10K. This is where the suspense mounts. Okay, so it's still there. But I'm guessing we're going to get like a not found if we open that one. Okay, that seems not that bad, but the package name is still the same. So maybe we need to do open the project not from local history but by browsing to it. Clean project. How do you clean project? How do you clean the project? Oh dear. What just happened, guys? This is really nerve-wracking because I've got a feeling this is like this could potentially break the version control, everything. This could be really, really bad if you know how. Settings.gradle. Include app. So that's about it. Build.gradle. Does this even build now? That's the question. Yeah, install failed. It's possible that the issue is resolved by uninstalling an existing version of the APK if it's present and then reinstalling. Uninstalling will remove the application data. Okay, I'm okay with that. We haven't got masses of data there. Installation failed. Do you want to uninstall? Okay. Yes, please. Oh god, this is nerve-wracking. So, what now? We try again? Doesn't like it. Okay, let's actually go into our phone here. Find the app. App info, focus. It's not there. It's been uninstalled, so that's not the problem. We have this. Nothing there relating to anything we've changed. Gradle properties. Local properties. Settings.gradle doesn't do anything. 10k.iml. What's this? Root project. Facet manager. Okay, so that doesn't have anything specific in there either. What's this? Gradle wrapper. Don't need that. Build. Let me just mute this. There we go. App. Build.gradle. You sir. You could be the culprit. So I want to get rid of this now. I want to do. I want it to be like this, and I want that to be 10k. And we have all this stuff, and that's okay. And I don't know how long this line is. Yeah, that's fine. And then we have all this stuff, which is fine. Does that build? Okay, so it seems to build. Seems to. Root project.name. That wasn't there, so had to do clean project afterwards. Okay, so how do I do clean project? Where is that? Tools, run, build, clean project. Seems good. Seem okay? Are you gonna run though? Are you gonna run? Runs. Still called focus app. This is a problem. Where is this string? Is it in our app source strings file? Where is it? Not in there. Not in there. Not in there, is it? Where is our code gone? Our code appears to have disappeared. Which is scary. Where does this live now? Are we browsing the wrong sort of thing here, or does it become an external library maybe? Project files, app, source, main, Java, focus app. Okay, so I really want this package to change. And I'm not sure where I'd find the settings for it, to be honest. So let's have a look at refactor, maybe. Refactor this. Can we do that? Rename package. Aha. So I want to change it to 10k. Okay, so all of that references in code. Unclassified usage. Yeah, this looks okay, we can do that. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's live on the wild side. An IDE error occurred. Let's restart Android Studio. Invalid version control root mapping. Configure. Version control. Edit. Wow, this turned out to be a real hassle, didn't it? 10K. That would be the root now. Okay. Apply. Okay. Do we still have history? Let's have a look. Version control. Git. Show history. Okay, so we have yesterday. Yeah, and this was... Yeah, that's okay then. So what about this planner fragment? So I can see the history of this file. Is that okay? Git. Where are you? Show history. Not really sure with that. It seems okay. Do we still run? Still says focus app. So at least now we know that our source main Java, our stuff is still here, which means that our strings table is still here. And their app name, 10K. Okay, I think it might be good enough to leave it as that, because if we look at our planner activity, which is the main one, this has changed up here. I'd rather this wasn't com.example, to be honest, but I'm not really sure how to change it. I guess it's change package name or something. Studio, change package name. Change the package name in the manifest, refactor the name of your package with right click, refactor, rename. Android Studio. So which one is the package then? Is this the package? Pardon the pun. Or is it, in fact, source? This is project files, right? So packages, app. So this is all, this isn't my stuff, is it? So maybe this is the package. That's not what I want. I want to change this com.example part. See if anybody else has tried to do this. Yeah, that is the worst spelling mistake. Application ID in the build.gradle. There, done that. In the project pane, click on the gear icon. New. Uncheck deselect compact empty middle packages option. Where the heck is that? Hide empty middle packages. Untick. Ah! Aha! Your package directory will now be broken up into individual directories. Individually select each directory you want to rename and right click it, select on refactor, click rename. Rename package instead of rename directory. Enter the new name and hit refactor, do refactor. When renaming com, it might give a warning. So what I want to do is take this call for sure and move it up to there. And I want to move everything. Oh God, I hope this works. I could be seriously like breaking the whole universe right now. Call for sure. And then I want to remove this directory. Delete. So I should have call, yeah, okay. And fingers crossed that will work, although I'm not 100% sure. 10K has stopped, and it keeps stopping. So yeah, broken the universe, everyone. I have upset the rainforest. This is all wrong. So this needs to change. Let's get rid of that. That's there. Okay. No Git repositories were found there, so we've nuked Git as well. This is actually what I wanted, actually, to put the project in there. So maybe we just need to redo that. And we seem to have some issues now with our Gradle, because of course something has changed and we don't know how to tell it that it's changed. Not that. App.iml, what's this? Android manifest.xml, where's that? Here we go. That's a problem. So let's get rid of anything that says example in here. Next, next. And then it's appended all this, and I'm not sure that that's right. So I think it should be that. Next. There. What else have we got? We've got another one here. Okay. Please work. Yay. Got rid of com.example, hopefully. This seems a bit laggy. Wonder if we may need to reboot our machine. Maybe we've confused it somewhat. We need version control. So that is kind of screwed right now. Configure project, and I actually want to remove this. Okay, and then re-add everything, I think. So import into version control, create Git repository. And yeah, I want to do the whole thing this time. So this one. Okay. And then I want to do an initial commit, so I want to like bang everything into Git. VCS, nothing. Really? Nothing? Are you thinking about this, or Git add? You know what I might do? I might open a terminal. Yeah, Android applications. 10K, and then go to Git status, Git commit SA, nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. Well, that's what the A is for. Which version of Git am I using here? Git add. What do I want to have in this? Do I want to have all that in there? I think so. Git add everything in this directory. Okay. Git status. Git add dot git ignore. It's always a good idea to have that in there. And I don't know about this dot idea. What's this dot idea? Yes. Stage everything. Okay. What's in dot idea? Where is that? Git status. Okay, so they are. I have no idea. No idea what they are. Pardon the pun. Git commit SA initial commit. And hopefully we're in better shape now than we were, because originally we only had we only had our Java files in version control. We didn't have our the hell? Where are my files? Project files. Main Java. Com. Call for sure. 10K. There they are. Right. So I'm gonna go back here now and compact empty middle packages, so that I've got my files back, and I'm quite happy with that for now. I don't think anything else needs to be done, although I may be wrong. I guess we'll find out. We've renamed everything. The app runs. Let's just run it again, see if it's still horribly laggy. Ah. Yeah, there's something weird going on. Feels really laggy now. I don't know whether I've confused it or what. Let's try we'll uninstall it. Uninstall. Okay. And then I will shut this device down. Close the emulator. I feel like that should have been way easier to do. Yeah, I really feel like that should have been easier. So, are you going to run for me? Turn it on. Okay, here we are. I can click on things. There's definitely like major lag going on right now. Am I running it in debug mode, or this is really performing badly now? What's this? Don't need that. What is this import? Is it, maybe it's trying to, let's clean project again. How did we do that? Where was it? It was in build, clean project. And I just want to go through the project files now and make sure that we don't have any strange things going on. Main Java there, and we'll have a look in here for a start. Let's have a look at the import statements. That seems fine, that seems fine. This is gone. This is gone. Don't have it in here. Don't have it in here. Don't have it in there. That's there again, that weird import. It's gone. Task adapter. Do you have it as well? You do. You can go away. What else? There. Okay, so that's gone. Maybe that will make some difference. Yeah, things are now seriously slow. Whenever I'm doing this, it's doing something and I'm not sure what it is. So what's going on? Memory. How can it be using this much memory? Wow. Yeah, that's like borderline unusable now. So first thing I want to do is remove some of these log entries. They're going to be in, I'm guessing, the pager adapter. Nope, the planner fragment log. I have noticed that when you spam out to the log, you do tend to use a lot of resources to do it. That one's fine. So let's clear this log, run it again. Yeah, things still feel very laggy, very slow. I guess, I don't know. I have no answer for that at the minute. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing, because we spent half an hour on that, and all I wanted to do was rename the app. I'm glad that's done though. Jump to a reasonable time, not midnight. So say we want to start every day, 7 AM is our start time. We we'll need to do this it will be in our planner fragment, and it will be, I'm hoping it will be on the recycler view after we set the adapter. So this.recyclerView dot set position, maybe set scroll, set scrolling touch slop. It's not that, that's to do with how fat your fingers are. Scroll to, is it? Maybe. Let's look for position. Scroll to position. And it's going to be, because we've got half an hour slots, then to get 7 AM would be 14 slots, wouldn't it? Does that work? It does. That's a result. Okay, that's good. That was it's funny how the thing that you think is going to take 2 seconds takes half an hour, and then the thing that you think may take half an hour takes seconds. So we said we wanted to do something different if we were on today, didn't we? We said if we were on today, we want to jump to the position for the hour that we're in right now. And to do that, I think the first thing I'll do is I'll turn this thing here into a constant, MA, GG. I'm going to get rid of this comment now because it's messy and we've already kind of done what we want. So public static final int starting slot equals 14 a this dot starting slot, and yeah, I want this to be different if it's today. So we already check here, and I don't think either of these variables change after this. So I think we should still be able to use that, but I'm not sure if it's smart to do that. I think probably the better thing to do is to have a boolean that says is today equals this. And then in here we can have it is today, and then we can reuse that down here and say if is today, then we're going to do something smarter, else. Always good to have an else statement. Set it to the slot and starting slot. So if it is today, then I want to find out which slot we fall into right now. How do we do that? We do that by taking the current timestamp. Do we have the current timestamp? We have top of day, end of day, working TS. We don't, so I will do. This is going to be one of those math problems that I get stuck in again because it's getting late and I've been coding all day and my brain is pretty fried. So if it is today, we need the timestamp right now. So we'll do int time now equals system dot millis divided by 1000. That's a long operation. There. That's to be cast as an integer. That's time now, right? And that time now, there's a remainder on it. So I want the remainder. Let's think. the remainder is the number of seconds elapsed today. So int seconds elapsed equals time now modulo 86,400, number of seconds in the day, and then what can we do with that? If we've got the number of seconds that have elapsed and we have broken the day down into essentially 48 slots, then if I do the number of seconds, do you know what, let's first of all get how many seconds have elapsed. What should I do this in? Let's just do it here. For the sake of the stream, we'll do it here. Call seconds elapsed today plus seconds elapsed. We'll run that. So we have 69,000 seconds. What can I do with this? If I have SE seconds elapsed is that, and I do, so I can get, from that I can get hours elapsed, can't I, equals SE, that would be divided by 60. No, that's not right at all, is it? It's 60 times 60. No. Okay, 19 hours elapsed. Yeah, and the other thing is, this is, yeah, of course, that's going to give us UTC, so we need the offset for UTC. So if I do time zone, I keep having to redo the same stuff, and this is a different use case, so I'm going to allow it here, but normally if I have to do this again, I'll bang it into our utility library as well. TZ equals time zone dot get default, and then what is the problem with that, sir? Is it command and enter? Control and enter? No. Alt and enter? Control and enter. Same thing. Can't remember how we do this now. Is it? I could have sworn it was control and enter. No. I've been doing this so much. And now I've completely forgotten how to do it. I could have sworn it was time zone. Let's have a look in our library. We have project files, U, God, this is long-winded. And it was focus lib. And it is time zone, capital Z. Well, that was a chore. TZ equals get default, and then int offset seconds. Equals TZ dot get offset, and we can do that divided by 1000. That should be fine because it's a small number anyway. And do I have to cast it as an int? Okay. I think that's okay, and it might give me a lossy conversion error, so I'm just going to make it explicit. And then here we have seconds elapsed equals time now. And then once I've done this modulo, I think I'll delete minus the offset seconds, which should give us the number of hours. Hopefully. Let's run that. TZ is already defined. Okay, so we'll just reuse that time zone then. Where's my log? Okay, so that is a slightly different number. Let's jump back into our handy JavaScript. SE equals this, and then we'll do SEHE, we'll do this again, and that gives us 18 hours. So maybe, I think I should have probably added the offset seconds instead of, yeah, I should have, because what we should be getting is 20 hours, 20.4 or something like that. Okay, so hopefully you understand what I'm doing here, guys. I am slowly getting closer to figuring out which slot we need to set the position to. So if we do that, and then we do it divided by 60 times 60, then we get 20.29, which is pretty good. Now, what happens if I do HE equals 60 times 60, sorry, divided by 60 times 60 times 2, because we have 2 slots per hour, then I get the wrong answer, because that's not what I want. It's not what I want at all. And I think what I want is times 2 there. So that'll put me in slot 40. Is that right? Yes, I think it is. Okay, so hopefully the success here is going to be int target position equals seconds elapsed times 3600, which is 60 times 60. I don't need to have that in brackets anymore. So divided by 3600 times 2, because there are 2 notes, because there are, do you know what? Don't need to justify that right now, because there are 2 slots per hour, but I'm going to make a note. Call, if we change the number of slots per hour, this will break. Okay, and I think we may need to floor it, and I'm not sure how we do that. math dot floor double. So then we can have, instead of this, we can have target pos equals target position. And what's the problem with this? Found double required int. If I just hard cast it to an integer, let's see what happens. I might just drop the decimal part and we'll be okay. Reset to today. Target pos 40. Nice. So all we need to do now then is this dot recycle view dot scroll to position target position. Yes, success. What happens if we page over? 7 AM. And we can go up and down and all around and everything's fine. I'm happy with this. This pleases me. That's one to do that we've managed to tick off. And I don't know how many times I save during the average episode of this show, but I'm guessing it's quite a lot. Right, what is left? Current hour highlighted. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Because that should happen in the planner. It's the adapter for the recycler view. I don't know why, but this keeps closing on me all the time. Project files, src, main, Java. It is in the today. This hasn't been changed. It's no longer the today adapter. We need to refactor this. It is the planner rec adapter. Rec for recycler view. Have we broken anything by doing that? Let's have a look. So every time I build this project, I lose my position here. Okay, I can guess I can just do that, and that works fine for me. So planner rec adapter, where we set the color. Do we have a timestamp? I'm guessing we have a timestamp. So we'll need the same thing again, won't we? So I think what we need, do we need the same thing again? Occupied color, occupied text color. So here, I'm going to make another color. I'm going to call it today, now color. And we'll set that to color secondary, I guess. Which doesn't exist, does it? No. Let's have a look in our colors. Source, main, resources, values, colors. So we don't really have, we've got color accent we can use, I suppose. Let's do that for now, even though it's going to look ugly. Okay, and we have a holder and a position. Current item.timestamp, so we know that. We have position, right? So if I write a library function that I can pass a timestamp to, and it will tell me the position, echo stop, if it will tell me the position in the slot list, then I can use it in two places. Right? I think so. So let's go back to our planner fragment. We'll take this code here, there, and this will do I want to do that every time around the loop though? What I really want to know is first of all, if it's today, and second of all, maybe I just need like get today position or get now position. But of course that all hinges on whether or not it's today. Yeah, I feel like there's two functions there. We've got an is today yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just so that we can get to where we want to be by the end of the stream, I'll copy this and I will do it separately, and then I will write a utility function for this. So to do, seriously consider writing more utility functions, and then we'll go back to here, we will paste that code, and I'm going to put it here. I don't think I've got anything like that in here as of yet. No, I haven't. So we can do time now. Oh, this is like I don't like this. I'm really burning CPU for no reason here, and I know it's not a massive thing, but it's just to do. Carl, don't burn CPU for no reason. We'll come back to this. When I've had a time to clear my mind a bit and think it through, we will optimize this. So time zone we don't have. So time zone TZ equals, wow, time zone. I feel like my fingers have given up. They've gone. Get default, and we'll need time now to do that, I think. So to get the offset, we need to, yeah, that should work now. Okay. Can we do that further up? Yeah, we can do that there. That's fine. Makes it a little bit neater. Seconds elapsed. Target position. But first of all, is it today? That's the question. So we've got the current time. We've got the offset seconds. We've got the seconds elapsed in the day. Right? But what we need to do is compare the today time to what we are doing in here. Current item dot timestamp. Ah, hang on, because this current item, MA, what's in the top? GG. We have a context, a slot list. And I don't know if we have a notion in this of the current day that we're on. Unless it is the, I guess it's going to be the first thing in the slot list, the first timestamp in the slot list. Wow. Failing hard today, guys. So we'll need to get the first timestamp in the slot list to see if it's today. This is really ugly, really ugly. Yeah, I don't like this right now, and it's probably going to take me about 15 minutes to come up with a solution that I like. So we're going to put a to do in here. To do. Find a good way of highlighting the current hour, because we are getting hacky. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, it's coming towards the end of the stream, so if anybody has any questions about the things we've done today, bang them in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them in a charming and witty fashion, as always. Not that we get that many questions on this stream. And I'm just going to have a quick look at our to-do list and see what we've got through. So that one's still an issue. This one is a bit messy. Let's find a nice way to do this. Okay, and check the version control as always. Commit changes. This is end of episode 20. Can't believe that. 20 hours we've put into this now. End of episode 20, we renamed the app. May have made it slower. I'm not sure on that one yet. We have set the initial planner position to be either the current hour or the current slot that we're in, if today, or a more reasonable start point of 7 AM. We also, no, we didn't really get any further into that, so that's going to be my commit message for today. Commits. Great. Okay. No questions in the chat. So I would just like to say before we close for the day that if you missed any of today's stream, or if you are watching along and thinking, hey, I wish I'd seen the earlier episodes of the show, if you go to the Coding with Carl YouTube channel, there is a 0 to 100 playlist where I upload all the previous episodes and I do my best to get them online within 12 hours of the air date. If you do enjoy it, please subscribe, give me a like, and I'll continue to do this for as long as possible. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. I think the Friday schedule is slightly different. I usually stream at 5:30 UK time, and that's 5 PM on a Friday, and we will get to grips with highlighting the today slot in our app, and we'll find a nice way to do it that pleases me. All right, guys, have a good night. Take care.